Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Ken Kitts, President of the University of North Alabama, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty and staff of UNA, I welcome you to this, our 2016 annual commencement for the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Nursing. Let us begin by bowing our heads for a moment of silence as we give thanks for our many blessings this year and for these special graduates we have here this morning. Thank you and amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the UNA Wind Ensemble and Miss Kayla Flanagan. Miss Flanagan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Flanagan and members of the Wind Ensemble. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony is a very special time for each graduate and his or her family and friends. To maintain the dignity of this distinctive occasion and out of respect for all of our graduates, we ask that you please silence cell phones now. Refrain from clapping or cheering until the end of the program, and above all, remain seated until the ceremony is ended so that each graduate's name can be heard when announced. Commencement is a celebration of academic attainment. To bring greetings to you from the academic community of the University of North Alabama, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. John Thornell. Dr. Thornell.
Thank you, President Kitts. I too welcome all of our guests. Speaking on behalf of the faculty and the academic staff at UNA, congratulations to each of our graduates for this significant accomplishment. The most recent data indicates that approximately 22% of Alabama residents 25 and older have a baccalaureate degree. Nationally, the percentage is about 28%. And for graduate degrees, the average is about 10%. So you can take great pride in your degree completion. It puts you in very good company. As most of you know, UNA enjoys a long history, tracing its origins to LaGrange College, which was established in 1830. This ceremony marks the 175th annual commencement. There are 727 in your graduating class this semester. With the addition of this class, you are now part of a total of 58,114 students who have graduated from this institution. Today's graduates represent 15 states, excluding Alabama, and 12 countries. UNA alumni have gone on to distinguished careers, including a Pulitzer Prize for literature, a Grammy Award winner, 2 Alabama governors, a Texas governor, numerous members of U.S. Congress, and a special assistant to the President of the United States. So as you can see, fellow graduates have gone on to attain distinction in their chosen fields, and I know each of you aspire to do the same. Regardless of your chosen vocation, I urge each of you to find a way to make a positive impact, to change the world one step at a time. Again, congratulations and best wishes as you start your new adventure. Thank you.
I would like to introduce now several groups of people who are celebrating this special occasion with you. Please hold your applause until each group has been introduced. Beginning with our stage party, I ask the following individuals to stand when their name is called. Dr. Carmen Burkhalter, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Vicki Pierce, Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Melvin Davis, Dean of Library and Educational Technology Services. Mr. Clinton Carter, Vice President for Business and Financial Affairs. Ms. Amber Fight Morgan, University Attorney and Chief Diversity Officer. Mr. Mark Linder, Director of Athletics. Dr. Debbie Shaw, Vice President for University Advancement. Mr. David Shills, Vice President for Student Affairs. Continuing on the front row, Dr. Sarah Franklin, Faculty Senate President and Mace Bearer. Mr. Steve Pierce, member of the UNA Board of Trustees. Ms. Libby Jordan, member, UNA Board of Trustees. Dr. John Thornell, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost. Dr. Donald Harrison and Mrs. Laura Harrison, who will be recognized formally later in today's program. Dr. Leslie Peterson, Professor of English, and Ms. Casey Morgan, Registrar. Please join me in welcoming the stage party. I'd like to note that we are also joined today by faculty. Approximately half of the faculty with us today are from the College of Arts and Sciences and half from the College of Nursing. There are also many members of the UNA staff scattered throughout the room today and working very hard behind the scenes to make this commencement possible. We're also thankful for the great work of the UNA Wind Ensemble directed today by Dr. David McCullough. Finally, family and special guests of Dr. Don and Laura Harrison, welcome to you all. Graduates, our goal at each commencement ceremony is to invite a speaker whose life experiences will have meaning for you and who will inspire you as you embark on the next chapter in your life. It so happens that it has been almost 10 years since we've had a guest speaker whose professional career is in the medical field. And what an amazing career Dr. Don Harrison has had. His biographical sketch is in your program, but I will note a few of the highlights. Training in medicine and cardiology at Harvard Medical School and the National Institutes of Health. 24 years in various roles at Stanford University, with 20 of those as Chief of Cardiology at University Hospital. 16 years as Senior Vice President and Provost for Health Affairs at the University of Cincinnati and Director of its Medical Center. Past President of the American Heart Association. Editorial board member for 13 professional medical journals, and author of 8 books and almost 600 scientific articles and reviews. Now, since UNA does not have a medical school, you might wonder why we would ask such an accomplished physician to give this commencement address. So here's why we want you to know Dr. Don Harrison. First, his awe-inspiring success in the medical field is worthy of acclamation in and of itself. Secondly, he saw the love that his wife Laura has for UNA as her alma mater, and together they share a deep desire to help others. He's embraced this institution with an affection that would rival that of any alum. Their generous support for UNA is evidenced in so many ways here with the creation of Harrison Plaza and that signature centerpiece, the limestone fountain, with endowments gifted for student scholarships and a professorship in English, and now as co-chairs of our capital campaign in a significant private gift toward the construction of a new nursing building. Dr. Harrison joins his wife in caring for this university and for you. and they share a strong desire to contribute to the quality education provided to students here for many years to come. His character, integrity, and contributions to the betterment of others and devotion to this institution are qualities for all of us to emulate. We are deeply honored to have both Don and Laura Harrison with us today. Please join me in giving a warm lion welcome to Dr. Donald C. Harrison.
I know you're here to welcome your loved ones as they get their degree, but I hope you'll share a few moments with me to give you some words of wisdom that I've lived by. So thank you, President Kitts, for that wonderful introduction, and UNA for asking me to give the commencement address for you, the graduating class of 2016. Congratulations to all of you. I am honored to spend a few minutes with you and your family. In the past 4 years, you have had the privilege of being part of an institution that has been preparing you for your life's work journey. You have studied, passed exams, participated in UNA's social and athletic programs, made new friends, and I dare say some of you have partied a great deal. I want you to know that I am an Alabama native, grew up in rural areas like many of you, attended college in the state, and had to make many decisions for a meaningful life. You must make decisions today, and you have many more opportunities beyond those available to me when I graduated from college in 1954. Today in my address, I will examine the question of how you make decisions for a meaningful life, and I will address this question in two specific ways. First, I'll talk about how decisions are made and why it is important to understand the process and how it can go wrong. I will use the lifetime work of Dr. Daniel Kahneman, the Nobel Prize winner in experimental economics. He has a scientific approach about how decisions are made. First, he was not the first to examine this question, but does present a more analytical view. Secondly, I will outline some of the opportunities you will have to make decisions and choices for your career and your meaningful life in decades ahead. Over the years since I graduated, the data on which to make choices of career are made has become far more complex and difficult for you. In his 2005 book, Thinking Fast and Slow, Kahneman outlined how the brain makes decisions. It is complicated, and I certainly won't trouble you with the 500 pages of his book, but I'll simplify a few of his thoughts. He postulated that our brain operates on two distinct systems when making decisions. System one is a fast component. It is intuitive, automatic, and involuntary. Many of the choices you will make with this system are so automatic that you don't realize you're making decisions, and some of them can be very important ones. An example might be that if you're driving and a pedestrian walks in front of you, you don't have to think, you automatically stop the car. System two is slow, deliberate reasoning and analytical. System two is a type of decision making that I hope you have learned to use here in college and will carry you into your life. Utilizing System 2 requires conscious reasoning and analysis. Learning to use System 2 requires considerable effort to thrive in decision making and to find the best opportunities. However, it should be noted that both systems are necessary for living a meaningful life. Unfortunately, most of us are too ready to use System 1 to evaluate and take opportunities when System 2 would be a better option. Kahneman notes that we are not as rational as we think we are. As using System 2 analytical decision making, his aim with the book is to help us understand and modify the patterns of thinking. In this fast-moving world, we need a lot more of System 2 thinking. The approaches he outlined can be applied to some of the opportunities and decisions that we make, and I will enumerate a few of those. For example, in my life, I have attempted to use System 2 thinking for my major career decisions. One example occurred when I was finishing medical school at the University of Alabama in Birmingham. When it came time to choose an internship, I had a choice of remaining in Birmingham or trying to do something in a more broader arena. The easy choice, which could be made without thinking, was to stay where I was, well known, had been successful, and could automatically fit into the system. This would have been a System 1 approach. Instead, with the help of my wife, I used System 2 analytical thinking and chose to go to Harvard Teaching Hospital in Boston. This decision was hard and required a great deal of thought to go far from home where I knew no one and the culture was unfamiliar. The decision was made even harder because I had to ignore the advice of my primary mentor. But my analysis was that an academic career would be enhanced by being in Boston. What followed this decision opened many opportunities for me and put me on track for a very successful career. The specific opportunities I will describe for you are first, the expanded future advances of what is expected in technology. Second, some of the changes in biomedicine and health, and finally, how these changes will occur in the workplace as you are employed. These choices and opportunities will open to you over many years of your working lives, and all of them will require decisions based on changing technologies. How you do this will define your meaningful lives. First, let me explain what kind of opportunities I'm talking about. Many of the opportunities you graduates have today were unknown even 2 decades ago. Before you were born, computers were only large machines in major institutions. Laptops and cell phones didn't exist, and of course, there was no internet. I was at Stanford at the time, and the only computer available to me for my projects was an IBM 360. It occurred in a large room, and I was allowed to schedule only 30 minutes of time twice a week on the system. Today, this whole system can be replaced with an advanced laptop, the type many of you probably use. Let me refer you to the March 12th issue of The Economist magazine, which is devoted to the projections of technology for the coming decades. In 1971, Intel, the world's largest transistor producer, developed a state-of-the-art microchip with 2,300 transducers. Since then, the capacity to put transistors on a chip has increased 400,000 times, or about 1.7 billion transistors can be placed on an advanced chip today. As an illustration of how this might apply, if this pace could be applied to cars that had a top speed of 200 miles per hour in 1974, a car today would be able to travel 1/10 the speed of light, or 24,000 miles per second. Or if you looked at the tallest building, which at that time was 2,000 feet high, if it had increased as much as chip technology, the building would reach halfway to the moon. Of course, you realize these enormous advances in technology have brought us laptop computers, cell phones, and the internet, and has been possible because these technology advances were relatively inexpensive. Unfortunately, we have reached the limit of how many transistors can be placed on a chip because we have exceeded the physical laws of molecular science. However, I can assure you that these technology revolutions will not end, which I hope does not become a surprise to you having grown up with it. The Economist article, in the Economist article, it was noted that cloud computing is not just data storage, but allows for everyone to tap into larger computer capacities with just the tap of a mouse. I'm sure you have experienced this, although you probably were not aware of it. Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are making these technologies available. For you, the advances in technology that are being projected will impact every job you have in the future. To respond to all these changes, you will need System 2, slow, deliberate, rational, and analytical thinking. System 2 will help you adapt to the continuing revolution for a quality of meaningful life. Almost every career you choose will require using these technologies. Whether it be architecture or plumbing, when building a new house, each of them will be used. The second major revolution, which I see in the future of your lifetime, which I believe System 2 thinking will be required, is that of biomedicine. Huge projects have been initiated in the past decade in biotechnology. New vaccines and antibiotics have been developed. New biologic drugs to treat arthritis, cancer, and immune diseases are now available, and life expectancy in developed countries has increased by more than 15 years. In recent years, the characterization of the human genome has made it possible to develop a new understanding of how we function and what diseases we inherit. Much good has already occurred because of these advances, but in the near future, people will live longer than now. These advances in biotechnology will provide new job opportunities for the care of elderly patients, for the application of more preventive programs for health, and for the development of better care for the human psyche. Some specific careers will be in geriatric nursing, genetic counseling, mental health advising, and pharmaceutical monitoring. Many System 2 analytical decisions will be required in each of these careers. For example, genetic counseling will permit advising patients to modify their lifestyle to avoid genetic-based diseases such as diabetes. Finally, the career path which a graduate will follow is changing rapidly. In the past, one generally worked for a lifetime in one career. This has been true for my generation, but in the changing world of economics, it is projected that many jobs will disappear and many new ones will be developed. It is estimated that an individual will have at least 3 jobs over his or her career. Some of these changes can be illustrated through the generations in my own family. In my generation, if you were a doctor, that was your profession for life, and you worked either in an office or a clinic. I probably didn't work in sound either. In my daughter's generation, she was a college professor early in her career, and then in midlife founded a not-for-profit company to counsel young workers. My 24-year-old grandson, who only recently graduated from college, has already founded a successful company in media analysis to influence legislation, and has planned a career in medicine and science, and will no doubt find a third career by the time he reaches midlife. To re-educate for these kinds of opportunities, you will need to embrace new technologies, develop new learning skills, and use biomedicine to its fullest to stay healthy for a longer life. System 2 analytical thinking, reasoning, and applying one's intellect will be essential for these changing careers. In the Bible, in Ecclesiastes, it is said, "There is nothing new under the sun." I now argue that almost everything about human existence will be new under the sun in the decades and centuries ahead. In closing, I congratulate you on your achievements in completing your college degree and in your preparation for a meaningful life. I hope that I have convinced you that System 2 thinking is important for your life and career, and that technology will play a large part in both. I hope also that you will thank your parents and the faculty of UNA today for all the love and support they have given you during your college years here at UNA. I now wish to end with 5 thoughts that I have lived by and I believe will help you accomplish a meaningful life. First, embrace technology and the coming changes that I have described. Second, hone and nurture your intellect for System 2 analytical thinking. Third, remain optimistic about the future. Fourth, believe in yourself and in social justice and the good of humankind. Finally, and fifth, find joy and fulfillment in what you do. Godspeed to you as you go out making good decisions and change the world. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Harrison. It is my pleasure to again introduce the UNA Wind Ensemble and music student Kayla Flanagan for musical selection.
When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You never walk alone. Thank you.
Wow. The Keller Key Award was established as a memorial to the late President James Albert and Mrs. Mary Glenn Keller. A Keller Key is presented at each commencement to the honor graduate who, on the basis of having earned all credits for the bachelor's degree at this university, has made the highest scholastic average. This semester, there are 4 recipients, 2 of which will be awarded at this afternoon's ceremony. Will the marshals please escort to the platform the following 2 recipients of the Keller Key for this morning's ceremony: James Michael Beaver and Nicholas Evan Lang. Mr. Beaver completes the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in history. He graduates today with a grade point average of 4 point on a scale of 4 point. Mr. Lang completes the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in sociology. He also graduates today with a grade point average of 4 point on a scale of 4 point. Thank you.
The Tours Fidelis Key is awarded to a graduating senior on the basis of outstanding service to the university and scholastic achievement. This honor is the highest that can be conferred upon a graduating senior and is selected by a committee of faculty, staff, and students. The recipient of the 2015-2016 Tours Fidelis Award is Nicholas E. Lang. Would the marshals please escort Mr. Lang to the podium? Nick came to UNA in 2012 from Arab, Alabama. He graduates today with a Bachelor of Science in Sociology and a minor in Criminal Justice. Nick has been an exemplary leader and role model. As a senator on the Student Government Association, he served on the Elections and Recruitment Committee and was elected Vice President of Senate, and this year served as the Student Government President. He served on the university's Scholarship and Shared Governance Executive Committees and was a member of the Higher Education Partnership Board. He was selected as a college ambassador in the LaGrange Society and a parent association and a parent ambassador of the SOAR Summer Orientation Program. As a Title IX peer educator intern, he sat on the Title IX Education and Prevention Advisory Board and received a grant for his research on the effectiveness of bystander intervention among college students. Nick is a member of Sigma Chi fraternity and served as their recruitment chair and as chapter editor for national publications. Giving back is one of Nick's strengths, which is evident through his service to Habitat for Humanity, the Sheffield Animal Shelter, the Renaissance Man Triathlon, and Circle K. He coordinated the Martin Luther King Day of Service and volunteered as a site leader for the Lions Lend a Hand program. His awards and honors include SGA Senator of the Year, LaGrange Society Rookie of the Year, 2014 Homecoming King, Sigma Chi Brother of the Year, Undergraduate Service Award, Presidential Service Diversity Award, LaGrange Society Host of the Year, UNA Promising Alumni Award, Who's Who Among Students in America Universities and Colleges, and University Man of the Year. Nick was the recipient of the Sigma Chi Foundation Scholarship for Advancement and also a scholarship for advancement in sociological study. He has also received the Campus Life Scholarship. He is a member of Phi Kappa Phi, Alpha Kappa Delta Sociology Honor Society, and has made the university's dean list every semester. Nick has been accepted into the Master of Education program and Student Affairs at Clemson University and was awarded an assistantship in campus activities and events. Nick graduates today summa cum laude with an overall grade point average of 4.0 and was just named a recipient of the Keller Key. It is with great pleasure that I recognize Mr. Nick Lang as the 2015-16 recipient of the Tours Fidelis Award.
Would Don and Laura Harrison please come to the podium? It is my pleasure to present, on behalf of the University of North Alabama, a citation to Laura Harrison. The citation reads as follows. Winston Churchill once wisely noted that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. By that measure, you are all a person who has lived life well. From your roots in Coleman County, Alabama, to the Ohio home of your golden years, your life has exemplified service, and generosity to others. Describing you as an active community volunteer only touches the surface of your personal commitment to the well-being of others over many years with your selfless gifts of time and talents that include church outreach and counseling, the promotion of educational opportunities for women, and support for cancer patients. We as a university community remain humbled by your deep affection for your alma mater and by your generous gifts to this institution. The Laura Harrison Plaza entrance, and fountain, as well as endowments that established the Laura M. Harrison Professorship in English and the Laura M. Harrison Scholarship Fund, are lasting expressions of your desire to foster education and to inspire student success. Your continued support of the university through many years of membership on the UNA President's Cabinet and the UNA Foundation Board of Directors further demonstrates your love for this institution. Our friendship with you and your husband, Don, is a cherished treasure.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama and by the unanimous and special action of our board, it is with great pleasure that the university confers upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
It is my pleasure to present on behalf of the University of North Alabama a citation to Donald Harrison. The citation reads as follows: "You were an Alabamian from birth through your college years, but your prestigious career carried you across this country. From your postgraduate medical training at Harvard Medical School to Stanford University in California to the University of Cincinnati in Ohio, and into your present endeavors in semi-retirement, your contributions in the medical field are remarkable. It would be impossible to measure the positive impact of your many gifts of intellect, service, and scholarship as a skilled cardiologist and medical professor have had on the lives of countless patients and on medical students who were fortunate to learn from your wisdom and experience. You are a physician, an author, a researcher, and a gentleman. You embraced this university as the alma mater of your lovely wife, Laura, and together you demonstrated your commitment to education and your philanthropic spirit through several significant gifts to this institution that will impact students and the UNA community for years to come. This university is most fortunate to call you friend."
Dr. Harrison, through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama and by the unanimous and special action of our board, it is with great pleasure that the university confers upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Thank you.
Each of the university's college deans will present candidates for the conferral of their respective degrees. Would Dr. Carmen Burkhalter, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, please come forward?
As you are able, would candidates for the following graduate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand and remain standing? Master of Arts, Master of Professional Studies, Master of Science, Master of Science in Criminal Justice. President Kitts, I present to you these candidates for graduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. They have met all of their degree requirements as outlined and approved by their faculty and the Graduate Council. It is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degree.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you your respective graduate degree. Please be seated.
As you are able, would candidates for the following undergraduate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand and remain standing? Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Music, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Music, and Bachelor of Social Work. President Kitts, I present to you these candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. They have met all of their degree requirements as outlined and approved by their faculty. It is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degree.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you your respective baccalaureate degree. Please move the tassel from the right edge to the left edge of your cap. Please be seated. Would Dr. Vicki Pierce, Dean of the College of Nursing, please come forward?
As you are able, would the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Nursing please stand and remain standing? President Kitts, I present to you these candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Nursing from the College of Nursing. They have met all of their degree requirements as outlined and approved by their faculty and the Graduate Council. It is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degree.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Science in Nursing.
As you are able, would the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand and remain standing? President Kitts, I present to you these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the College of Nursing. They have met all of their degree requirements as outlined and approved by their faculty. It is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degree.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Please move the tassel from the right edge to the left edge of your cap. Please be seated. So graduates, your degrees have now been confirmed, and we come now to the point in the program where it's your time on this stage. Are you ready? You can do better. Are you ready? Will the marshals conduct the candidates to the stage to receive their diplomas? You will note that the college deans will offer their congratulations as the graduates exit the stage.
Matthew Claude Fessmeyer. Christopher Dylan Tucker. Kayla Caroline Scott. Ashley Elaine Pentecost. Eric Wesley Hughes. Destiny Suanne Richards. Jency Taylor Wilson. Sharon D. Hargrove. Robert Brett Thompson. Romeo Gilliard II. Kaylee Morgan Seaton. Emma Yvonne Hazelwood. Abigail Elizabeth Joyner. Elise Nicole Eckel, summa cum laude. Kaylee Bo Daniel, summa cum laude. Cynthia Marcella Villagrana, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Grissom, summa cum laude. Jenying Jai, summa cum laude. Brianna Knight. Joseph Gerald Ali Sharif, magna cum laude. Maya Vasileva. Jonna Elizabeth Dixon, summa cum laude. Kathleen Lindsay. Layla Nicole Talley, magna cum laude. Heather Marie Whaley. Caitlin Michelle Tew, magna cum laude. Logan Dave Barker. Brenna Marie Clemens. Dallas Brett Moore. Ying Gu, magna cum laude. Zhao Liu, magna cum laude. Hang Song. Yue Liu. Chenyu Guan, magna cum laude. Sheng Wang. Jinli He. Sarah Margaret McNeely. Dakota Ryan McNeil, cum laude. Jacob Lawrence Presnell. Alice Marie Allen Thompson, cum laude. Amanda Purser Witt. Alexis Simone Cosby Harris. Shantara Antoinette Baldwin. Daisy Natalia Cooper. Brittany Raquel O'Neill, cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Haggard. Catherine Elizabeth Counts. Miria Irie Kelly. Demarcus Terrell Dowdell. Markeldon Deshawn Washington. Tiebony Danae Monique Tanner. Tavarius Jamal Wilson. Trey Kroom. Kayland Brianna Blake Alexander Ogle, magna cum laude. Justin Antoine Burgess, summa cum laude. You can take that for him. Thank you. Joseph Leopoldo Rodriguez. John Martin Frederick, cum laude. Charles Marcus Anderson. Thaddeus Eugene Rowell. Ashlyn Marie Riley, summa cum laude. Krista Terry. Jessica Bailey. Rachel K. Miller. Amy Rebecca Johnson. Catherine Marze Kelso. Stephen Holden. Gabrielle Alexis Darcy. Connor Joseph Martin, cum laude. Jessica Leanne Speak. Rebecca May Joy. Rebecca Carol May. Emily Ann Cater, magna cum laude. John D. Bavis. Wesley Lamar Daniels. Heather Nicole Oliver. Rachel Catherine Womack. Anna Janine Tidmore. Rachel Suzanne Mahaffey. Magna Berta Francisco Lopez. Elena Margaret Rebholz. Hyben Jew. Racy Dale Anderson. Alexander Blaine Dabbs. Amy Yates Malone. Christiana Elizabeth Vedder Abrams, cum laude. Erin Marie Cooper, magna cum laude. Claire Jeanette Eagle. Zachary Robert Gallion. Mason Boutwell. Ryan Vaccaro. Alexander Clark Pope. Haley Elizabeth Holke, cum laude. Caitlin Suzanne Partain, summa cum laude. Justice Neeloms. Alicia Lachelle Russell. Marie Carrera. Cara Taylor Gunn. Adam Patrick Henry. Ashley Mitchell Smith. Chandrea Lenitra Red. Avery King. Jennifer Robinson Grandinetti, magna cum laude. Caroline Marston Thomas, magna cum laude. Luke K. Henry, summa cum laude. DeCarla Mariah Stanciel. Shelby Nicole Ingram. Logan Amy Masonoff. Kelly Nicole Jones, cum laude. Erin Kate Willingham. Jonathan Olin Marks, magna cum laude. Corey Blake Holloman. Dakota Timothy Letson. Christina Rogers Kelly. Mary Margaret Reynolds. Darian Shanae Wilson. Lee Edward Fowler. Stephen Keith Ferguson, cum laude. Joel David Scott. Rachel Lynn Beninati. William Hartwell Doyle Cheney, cum laude. James Michael Beaver, summa cum laude. Cameron Walker Dorning. Alton Dion Colvin. Jonathan Glenn Baker. Mac Christopher Prestera. Michelle Washburn. Kendra D. Wakefield. Alexander Charles Edwards, magna cum laude. David Keith Montgomery, cum laude. Mr. Montgomery will have his diploma presented by his wife, Ms. Stephanie Montgomery, instructor in speech communication. Joseph Ryan Chiarella. Melissa Ann Severinson. Zachary Daniel Hurst. James Alvin Duboisson. Olivia Marie Bishop. Zachary Kirk Wright. Stephen Michael Powell. Sarah Danielle Doggett. Hunter Ray Nicholson, cum laude. Zachary Alexander Swayatoka, magna cum laude. Joshua Benjamin Bowman. Todd Jared Grayson. Isaac Ray Norris. Eric Brandon Maldonado. Shelby Rebecca Howard. Rachel Alice Williams. Elena Renee Lee. Wesley Mark Thornhill. Benjamin Kyle Moore, magna cum laude. Jordan Lee Gowan, magna cum laude. Trevor Dwayne Beasley. Justin Kyle Hale. Nicholas Stone Landers. Matisse O'Neill. Jocelyn Shireen Abrams. Kyla Javon Abrams. Ashley Nicole Jackson. Jasmine Desiree Spencer, cum laude. Joseph Howard Key, summa cum laude. Zachary Tyler Hedrick. William Clint Frederick. Autumn Melissa Hensley. Brianna Lynn Riley. Victoria Catherine McNutt. Dylan Chapin Shaw. Taylor Vaughn Jones. Katie Beth Poole, magna cum laude. Lacey Brianna Willis, cum laude. Coleman Allen Thompson. Dane Reeder Proctor. Rachel Marie Cole, magna cum laude. Courtney Morgan Watkins. Erica Joy Ashford. Neely Elizabeth Sims, magna cum laude. Daniel Norwood Branscombe, summa cum laude. Samantha Marie Beckinger. Audrey Rains Beidel. Alyssa Pauline Primo, magna cum laude. Haley Ann Williams, magna cum laude. Jordan Lucian Alcorn. Antonio Robert Macbeth. Elliot Stephen Hacker. Kenya Shani Jones. Tracy Jean White. Elizabeth Junkins Graves, summa cum laude. Marcena Hope Shell, summa cum laude. Ryan D. Wolfe. Caitlin Shea Bagwell. Gerald Preston Sales. Jordan Christopher Shelvin. Darian Pierre Jonathan Pippins. Daniel Kevin Barnett. Riley Benjamin Sanderson. Nicholas Jeffrey Walton, cum laude. Hannah Caroline Booker. Chelsea Lane Yarber. Rebecca Sally Jean Stone. Elise Curry Allman. Spencer Lamar Langdon Coates. Zach Walton. Braden Wayne Campbell. Brett David Burcham. Thomas Jess Bender, cum laude. Caitlin Shannon. Skylar Arnold. Luke Andrew Stokes, summa cum laude. Christina Danielle Stokes. Joanna Lachey Kindred. Tavashia Lashun Lindsay. Taylor Edwards. Leah Grace Lauterbach. Kaylee Gooch. Caroline Christian Bobo. Kristen Amy Good, Catherine Elizabeth Nelson, Haley Erin Mitchell, Hallie Erin Mitchell, Kelsey Hitch, Abigail Lee Ferris, Jessica Lynn Fowler, Marianne Olivia Fultz, Lauren Hadley Skolnick, cum laude, Samuel Jason Satterfield, cum laude, Marissa Lynn Salufo, Benjamin Chase Bailey, Ashlyn Ashlyn Marie Richter Knoles, cum laude. Stephen Alexander Hughes. Hunter Powers Middleton. Nicholas Evan Lang, summa cum laude. Brandon Scott Lane. Clayton Andrew Goodman, cum laude. Aubrey Reed Humphreys, cum laude. Sarah Elaine Dale, magna cum laude. Amanda Dawn Williams. Brittany Nicole Harris, cum laude. Madison Alexandra Johnson. Emily Jill Davidson. Logan Wiley Beeman, magna cum laude. Savannah Page Davis. Mark Anthony Gajewski II. Ross Howell Hampton. Luke Phillips. Celestia Shantae Jackson. Leslie Renee Scott. Martia Leandrea McDonald. Stephanie Marie Simpson, summa cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Steinman. Maria Christine Steskel. Stephanie Nadine Long. Bailey Elizabeth Parker. Daniel Markey Crooks. Tiffany Etheridge Kirby. Allison Danielle Terry. Brianna Shea Ball, cum laude. Rachel Leanne Fulton.
My name is Quinn McKinley Roberts, summa cum laude.
Quinn McKinley Roberts, summa cum laude. Michael Dean Frainer, magna cum laude. Victoria Patterson. Alonda Brooke Leonard. Tanjaneel Hill. Rio Ishibashi. Reagan Brianne Henry, cum laude. Oh. Now for the College of Nursing. Donna Blunt Everett. Charmaine Kiwana Yates White. Bailey Proctor Glaze. Gwendolyn Joyce Miller. Jamaica Chanel McCoy. Tara Brianna Scott. Victoria Greer. Ms. Greer will have her diploma presented by her husband, Dr. Mark Greer, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. Tanya Moore. Melissa Hope Webb, magna cum laude. Nikisha Shamar Jarman Harris. Raquel Elizabeth Sayesta. Hunter Lake Blankenship. Lauren Jade Ford. Bethany Paige Haddock, cum laude. Lindsay Nicole Abrams. Catherine A. Rinks. Shelby Lynn Goodman, cum laude. Sienna Lynn Berryman, cum laude. Molly Marie Hanna. Logan Reed Heflin. Emily Frances Van Stone, cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Humphreys. Kyle Charles Burgess. Kirk Austin Fuller. Alicia Lind Butler, cum laude. Tiffany Lee Sitter. Diana Monroy Burgos. Matthew Wesley Moore. Anna Jade Goggins, magna cum laude. Bianca Latrice Austin. Karen McGregor Hatfield, magna cum laude. Pache Keese Murphy Jennings. Kristen Marie Scanina. Shannon Marie Nichols, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Butler. Ashley Nicole Haraway. Thomas Michael Coates. Chantel Lachey Frederick. Rachel Jordan Crane. Kristen Tara Johnson. Jennifer Ann Allen. Tamika Lamar Sloan, cum laude. Ashlyn Marie Sharp, magna cum laude. Amber Suzanne Hood. Candace Nicole Sanders. Catherine Elizabeth Underwood. Nikki Thompson. Angel Marie Lopp. Hannah Rose Morris, magna cum laude. Brianna Lynn Whitaker, cum laude. Is it Kaylee? Kaylee Blaine Standridge, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Brown. Kristen Faith Tatum, cum laude. Lauren Ashley Hester, summa cum laude. Allison Nicole Terry. Kelsey Victoria Skillman. Trevor Moore Smith. Jamie Christine Wisdom. William Andrew Kuntz. Jenny Lynn Reed Weiss, cum laude. Alessandra Louise Pons. Taylor Morgan Ritter, summa cum laude.
McKinley Lynn Porter, cum laude. Jennifer Leanne Woodis, magna cum laude. Courtney Grace Free. Anne-Marie Laura Stanfield. Logan Jeffrey May, cum laude. Evan Nathaniel Brock. Alexander Brian Traylor, magna cum laude. Stephanie Renee Terry. Sarah Elizabeth Simpson. Allison Nicole Neesmith.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join with me as we honor all of our graduates with a well-deserved round of applause. So, graduates, many people have helped and supported you to reach this goal of graduation. And now I invite you to help me show your appreciation to them. At this time, I would ask all parents of the graduates to stand and be recognized. And now, let's add to that with grandparents and spouses. Would you please stand? Any children of the graduates, please stand and be recognized. And finally, all other friends and relatives in support of these graduates, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, everyone. So, graduates, you entered Flowers Hall today as students of this institution, and you're leaving as alumni. And with that in mind, I would like to invite UNA Alumni Association President-elect Michelle Eubanks to come to the podium at this point to extend greetings. Michelle.
Good morning and congratulations. As Dr. Kitts said, I'm Michelle Eubanks, the President-elect of the UNA Alumni Association, and it is really my honor to be here with you today. But before we go on, let's take your first picture as graduates, shall we? How about a selfie? I got most of you. As these few remarks are all that stand between you and your celebrations, I'll be brief. I've been in your shoes, and I know that it's time to go. Obviously, today is remarkable for all the reasons you'd expect it to be. You've set a goal of completing your college education, and you've done it. You've attended classes, met some new folks, and maybe you had some new experiences along the way. That's exactly what a college experience should be. Consider this not as the closing of a chapter in your life, but as the opening of another, a chapter in which the world awaits. Fortunately for you, you're not alone, not by a long shot. In fact, there's almost 60,000 of us alumni here for you. We're here to help you make your way in the world, accomplish other important next steps like furthering your education, or perhaps establishing yourself in a career, or even mentoring you in other areas. As a UNA graduate, you're blessed to have this network available to you. Alumni are scattered all over the world, from right here in Florence, like me, to those who live around the globe, some 7,000 miles away in China. And everywhere you go, you'll carry the UNA torch with you. I encourage you to find your next home among an alumni club. If your destination is China, you'll find one there too. Get involved, stay involved because you're part of the pride after all. Doing so will help you stay connected, will always give you a sense of place you've called home these past few years, 4 if you're like me, or 7 if you're like my husband Jeff. Keeping that connection alive will serve you now well and in the years ahead. That's certainly been the case for me. So allow me to welcome you to the club. You've earned your place as an alumni, and we are glad to have you with us. Roar Lions.
Thank you, Ms. Eubanks, and everyone. We are drawing toward the close of the program, so once again, I would ask your patience as please remain seated. Graduates, we commend you for your hard work, personal sacrifices, and perseverance that have yet led you to the platform this morning. We're proud of you, as are your family and friends. And as you leave this university to make your mark in the world, I would reiterate what Michelle just said. Take UNA with you wherever you go. Take UNA with you. And greet your fellow alumni with a hearty Roar Lions, whether it's here or in China. We send our very best wishes to you. I'd like to thank Dr. John Thornell, Mr. David Shields, Dr. Leslie Peterson, and Ms. Casey Morgan for their assistance in today's program. I remind the recipients of the Keller Key and Tourist Fidelis Awards to come to the stage immediately following the recessional for publicity photos. The audience will now please rise and join with the graduating class in the singing of one verse of the alma mater. Everyone, please remain standing thereafter for the recessional.